Oh yeah, bro. I wanted to do a song that we could sing together, bro.
A song we could sing together.
What's a song we both know?
What you got? What you got?
I don't know, bro. Hello? Yeah. Go ahead. One of these nights. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something simple that we might know. What's like someone you've been listening to?
Man, honestly, like
You're like me.
Kinda. I've been listening to a lot of. There's a band actually called Child that I've been really into lately.
Okay.
That's Child with 3 eyes. They're fucking incredible.
Is it Destiny's Child? No, I was kidding.
Even better, bro.
Yeah, no, sure.
But in terms of like mainstream stuff, I really don't know any, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Nuh-uh.
No, yeah, damn, bro.
No, I'm a studio rap, bro. Like I try to listen to as little as possible as to not be influenced. You know what I'm saying? Because I pick up on so much music that.
I got a couple things in mind, and we'll do it later on. But we're singing a song. We're gonna figure this out maybe later on in this podcast. Yeah. But you ready?
I'll sing something. Absolutely, brother.
All right, for sure. All right, so I'm about to go in for sure with my twin. All right. Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Harmon Warhol bringing another episode of the Harmon Warhol Show. And I have a special guest like I always do. Like it's always the same. He is a recording artist. He is a owner of a studio, producer, musician, culture. Hey, for you, I'm bringing the fucking applause track, bro. I'm doing it. I'm bringing the applause track just for this one time.
Thanks, bro.
Because it's always, but the energy's there, bro. I'm super excited for this fucking episode.
Me too,
you're a fucking, one thing that I actually feel bad, or not bad for saying, but you're a diamond in the rough, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Meaning from you popping up right now on my radar, from the people that you know, I'm just like, yo, who the fuck is this dude out of nowhere? Right. Shout out to Aaron, because he's the one who showed me. He texted us in our group chat like, hey, bro, y'all should see. I'm like, who the fuck?
Man,
I was like, calling him like, who the fuck is this guy? He came out of nowhere and shit. But he's always been here, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially seeing where you are as an artist from my perspective, from where I'm sitting, and seeing like how you came in the rock star as you are, you know, put together. So, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing awesome, bro. Thank you for having me.
For sure.
And that's the thing, man. It's, you know.
Oh yeah, cheers, bro. By the way,
cheers.
Yeah, we came through with the whiskey.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, bro. It's gonna be a good one.
I always knew that. The music was the most important part of this journey that I'm on here. So, I didn't focus in the early parts of my career at getting any kind of attention because I didn't want attention that I didn't deserve. I didn't want to show my sketch. I want it to be the complete painting. And sometimes that takes time. You know, I'm an artist that talks a lot about pain, and unfortunately, to have that kind of impact and to make that kind of art, you have to go through some stuff before you know, before you're actually where you want to be. So it's cool that you know who I am now. It's cool that I'm coming out to the world. I'm excited about it, brother. And I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
So you gave yourself the name Culture?
I did. And, you know, I lost my father recently.
Okay.
His name was Nathan Barrett Cole.
Okay.
We're the Cole family. And,
okay.
And through that loss, I kind of realized that I'm the amalgamation of my father. And the time that he brought me into in this world. Yes. Culture.
Yeah. Ooh, so that's both of them put together.
It's both of them put together. So my last name, Cole.
Because that's and you have to feel some type of way to name yourself that. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna be like, culture, like who? You know what I mean? Especially in the time now, we use that as slang, like do it for the culture. You know what I mean? So like you being able to put that on your back and wear it proud is also letting you know like, hey, I'm comfortable in this and I'm gonna show people like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like that's your ultimate goal or something, but like just any type of negativity or thought or someone telling you like, but your talent shows that like, yo, this motherfucker
and you know what's interesting, brother, is like, you know, before I had the name Culture, I had plans on naming my project Cosmic Collture. And so that had sat in my mind for a long time, Cosmic Collture. And of course it was spelled properly right, C-U, culture. And one day, man, like, it just struck me, brother. Like, it wasn't even my thought. A thought came into my head and it said, "You are culture." Mm-hmm. And I saw the way it was spelled and everything, and I was just like, I'm not going to ignore that.
Yeah, you're gonna lean in.
I'm just going to lean into that because I am culture.
But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so how long you been going under that?
It's only been a couple months now.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. And you finally, and just only within these last few months, put yourself out there like that.
Yeah.
So was that hard for you, or is that just something naturally you do, like being like secluded from that?
No, not hard. It's just I never had intentions on being an artist. Really, I always wanted to be a writer.
Yeah.
And you know,
just a writer in music or just a writer in general?
Both. You know, I'm always going to write, but career-wise, my goals were to be a writer in music and to write for other people. Yeah. But it was through this relationship that I developed with one of the goats, brother. His name is Kasky. I don't know if you know who Kasky is.
Bro, and then that's so funny too, because like Aaron, he doesn't know, like you know what I mean. So he's just like, yeah, he works with this guy Kasky or whatever. Like, is he popular? And I'm like, bro, that dude's fucking lit, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, what?
Kasky will be remembered in history as one of the great.
No, bro, legit, bro. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie, but the first time I've ever witnessed him or whatever, I thought he was talented, but I thought like because of his appearance and stuff. Sure. I mean, it's kind of what's the word that girls don't like to be called? Intimidating. Sure. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, oh, I don't know. But then once you see the progression over the years and see what he's doing and stuff, and the type of art, like craftsmanship of his like videos and music, you're like, oh. Yeah, now I'm not even worried about his appearance. I'm just strictly looking at the music.
Yeah, he's the real deal, bro. He's a visionary, and our relationship developed extremely organically, and it was a beautiful thing. I actually bought a painting from him. I have a lot of respect for him as an artist in all the forms that he creates art, and I had the opportunity to buy a painting from him. And that led into, obviously, just talks about music and life and whatever, and when he heard my music, he literally told me, he was like, bro, if you don't start putting this out, I'm going to fucking kill you. That's what he said. He's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You got to put this out. Like, there's nobody else that can speak this message other than you.
Besides him, were there other people who said that to you?
I've been told my whole life, that I need to be an artist, and, well, that I am an artist, and I need to release and whatever, but bro, his was the first time that, like, that I really heard what he was saying, because I have such respect for him on an artistry level that when he said it, it meant something different. The puzzle pieces all connected, because yes, I'm a writer, which means that I spend a lot of time considering like what songs would work for other artists. So I've written a lot of songs that weren't me. Mm-hmm. They were just, good songs, sure, but I wasn't connected to them. But now my catalog is so big that there's songs within it that go, oh shit, bro, who else would sing that? Mm-hmm. Who else could say that? Who else could bring that message as effectively as you can? Nobody can be you as well as you can. And when I heard that come from
that's your superpower.
When I heard that come from an artist that I respect so much, it just all clicked. I was like, man, fuck it, you're right, let's go.
Yeah, Kevin Hart, he was telling that, I don't know if you know Drewski.
Yeah.
Okay, Drewski, yeah. So he's been saying like, so Kevin Hart, I guess he got invited to the show backstage and stuff, and he's like getting ready to say what's up to Kevin Hart and stuff, and Kevin Hart, first thing he said, hey man, stop being a bitch. And he's just like, what? And then he's like, Kevin Hart goes off and does this thing, comes back around, and he's just like, hey man, I said stop being a bitch. And he's like, what the fuck do you mean by that? And he's like, bro, you need to go up on that stage. Just because you're doing like, same thing like Kaz, like, hey bro, what you're doing is cool.
Yeah.
But bro,
yeah,
like that's the attitude. It's like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like that's exactly what it is, but there's a little bit in that there. Yeah. Like, I don't want to do it. I want to write for other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't be back here, doing my thing. I'm happy and content with it. It's like, hey, bro, it hurts me not to see, you sharing it that way.
Well, and that's the thing is like, we all, I think, in our heads exist as the younger version of ourselves. So, yeah. When I think of myself, I think of little Gabe. You know what I'm saying? I think of that little kid from Antigua who was kind of shy, and like I knew I was talented, but I really didn't think I was like that special. I wrote something down recently. I said this: I grew up like the summer, just wishing I was cooler. Right?
Okay, for sure.
So like, I didn't grow up the cool kid. Right? So there probably was a big factor of fear within that. Like, yes, knowing that I'm talented, and I've been on stage my entire life, but when it came to myself fully formed as an adult, I wasn't comfortable letting people that close to me, right? Letting people see really who I was. And So to see, again, other people's perspective of me as like being this fucking cool dude, I sit back and I go, fuck, man, I actually have lived a lot of life. I've done a lot of things, and I could really help. I could really affect a generation of people. And nobody else can speak my message the same way that I can, with the same kind of passion that I have for it. So there's no sense in being afraid anymore, because there's nothing to fear. We're all going to die.
When did you start playing instruments?
I was 5.
Okay, for sure.
There was always a piano in my house. My mom was an artistic woman. So there was always a piano in our house. I got a guitar when I was 5, and I wasn't a prodigy by any fucking means, bro. No. I was trash for a long time. But you know what's funny is, I say this too, brother. I say like this: we are all living in a delusion that has a very specific set of details, and when you disrupt one of those details, the entire delusion falls apart. So normally, like, if somebody gets upset with you over something, it's because you disrupted part of their delusion, right? And so you have to stop and identify, okay, what part of this delusion did I disrupt? And do I care to fix it for you? Right? Same thing with sales. If you want to sell somebody something, you see what they're missing in their delusion, you plug it in with your product. Right? Now, for me, it was the opposite, where nothing could break my delusion. I was trash, but I didn't see it. Like, I thought I had greatness in me, no matter how bad it sounded, no matter how bad the written word was. There was something that my delusion couldn't be broken. So I've done it my entire life. You know, I just turned 30 years old. I've never released a single fucking thing. I've grinded in the dark for that long, since I was 5 years old, to be the person that I am. But it all came from stubbornness. And just like the you know, that guttural fucking belief that something was in there. I just had to take time to pull it out, but I wasn't always good. I wasn't always good.
No, bro, I mean, that's the thing too. I mean, I don't know, whenever you thought maybe you could put out music, but I put out music and I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that, because I did it like right away when I started. Didn't think anything of it. You know what I mean? Never even thought like the certain type of attention it would bring, bro. Like, literally just did it like, oh, this is fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is, I'm like, I never thought I was gonna be an artist, bro. You see, I played baseball, bro. I played baseball and shit my whole life, bro.
You were shortstop, huh?
No, I was center field, baby.
For real? You're fast,
Yeah, I'm fast, bro. I was center field, got hands, bro. My dad, you know, my dad was a wide receiver, so, you know, hands get passed down, you know? But, I'm serious, bro. My hands I got cool hands, bro. Yeah, so just me thinking like that, like, I never thought I was gonna be like, bro, literally, like, I mean, especially it's a hot topic with Kanye West, bro, and shit, but with Kanye West, like, he was the first rapper who wasn't really from the hood or the projects, who wasn't around by killing people. That was the first person I realized, like, oh shit, like, you don't have to be like a gangbanger or like a person who's from the hood to rap. Like, you know what I mean? I never thought I could rap about Pokemon cards, because that's what I was into. You know what I mean? I was into nerd shit and everything. Like, to like 15 years old. You know what I mean? And then I got more in depth into like what other people were doing, because I transformed. I went into more of, because I stopped wanting to be a nerd, and you know, there's things I regret, things I don't, because it made me who I am and shit. But it ends up developing you as a person. But again, I didn't ever thought anything about like being an artist or rapper or anything until like a few people, hey man, that's actually pretty decent. Or like you got like a bunch of people from like high school when you're in college already, like saying, like, trying to like, and I'm like, oh shit, I wish I would have known then when they first put out a song, more people are gonna watch it, because that's the first time you ever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck, bro, because after that I just start throwing a bunch of songs out, and I'm like, some of these were whack as fuck, barely. And it's not even they were whack or my rhymes are whack. Sometimes it's like the production value. I'm like, I could barely hear it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's difficult. But you know, and that's the thing with art, brothers. Like, it's the same with fashion, art, anything. Being cool is perspective.
Oh yeah.
I could draw a black line on a piece of paper,
and if you're that cool,
and it's not worth shit, really. But if Jay-Z has it in his house for 2 years, all of a sudden it's worth millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's an interesting thing, man, and everybody's journey artistically is different, but it all leads around to the same thing where, you know, again, I cannot see through your eyes. And it's interesting to have that glimpse. You know what I'm saying? And so the more effective you are at allowing people to see through your lens, you know, whether you're like the greatest lyricist in terms of like your technical ability to, you know, match all your patterns and your syllables and whatever, all that is super cool. but that doesn't mean you're a good storyteller. That doesn't mean that when I hear you, that I can see through your lens and that I can also like hear your soul. I tell people this all the time, clients that I have in recording. You can have a great song, but from the first moment that your track hits, can I see your soul in it? Is it you for real?
Yeah.
Especially now, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, they say, okay, I feel like I have this artistry inside now. For me, I grew up in the 90s, right? So I had artistry inside of me, but I didn't get to just go to YouTube and say how to do this, how to do that, and get everybody else's opinion on what I should be doing. So I developed my own techniques. I wasn't taught how to play guitar. I just wanted to play the guitar, so I did.
Figured it the fuck out.
Right, so now, you know, a lot of people, when they have that in the early stage, when they say, okay, I'm artistic, I want this to develop, they immediately start reaching out for help. And they're so influenced by all things around them, that's why everything's starting to sound the same.
Very true.
And that'll never give you greatness.
It might sucking from the same teeth.
Yeah, it might give you temporary, you know, a little bit of acknowledgement, but it's never going to give you true greatness. When I make a record, I want it to be a timeless record. I want it to be something that you can sing in, you know, you were just playing the Eagles when I came in here. And that'll never die, bro. No matter when you put on that music, it'll always take you back to the feeling that they had. It'll always hit your soul because it's a timeless piece of music.
One of these nights. Bro, why would you hear that?
You know exactly who it is, you know? And we're losing that a little bit. And I really hope to bring that back, not only for myself, but for the people that I work with. You know, because honestly, let's be real, I'm a fucking terrible producer, bro. I suck at programming drums. I suck at programming drums, not good at it. I'm not the best mixing engineer. But what I'm really fucking good at is creating a vibe. So that's my contribution. When that's sonically, texture wise, this is something that's been coming up a lot with me lately is texture. If there was just one instrument and your voice on the track, I want there to be a feeling in the air. I want it to be visceral. I want you to feel pain if it's about pain. I want you to cry if it's a sad song. I want you to feel that shit. And it doesn't come from your application of drums. Drums make things way doper. And people who are good at drums, I bow to them because they're amazing. I'm just not that smart. I'm terrible at using the computer and all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna just say you can just categorize just drums.
But it is really, it's all of the pieces are so important to the whole. But the thing that I'm talented at, that I know my place in music, is to create a vibe, is to create a texture within the sound that, you know, a record comes on and you can't quite identify why it hits you so hard, but it just does. I just released a single. It's on YouTube.
And it's dope as fuck. I heard it too.
And what does the chorus say? La la, hold on. Over and over again. La la, hold on. And as the earlier stages of my writing, I would have clowned on me for that. But because of the texture that lives in the music and the subject matter that I'm talking about, that la la, hold on breaks people down. By the time that comes on, they've given themselves to me. They've given themselves to the feeling, and it's because of the texture that it lives in the music. And that's a big shout out to a producer I work with. His name is Preston Tyler. Him and I created that song together, and we've done several more that are going to be on this EP. And he's incredible, bro. And he's in the same space that I am. He's just always grinded in the dark and wanted to be the best at music, not the best at being seen playing music.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you.
It's important, bro.
That is, no, definitely. That's where I've learned a lot of that too. And talking about writing, just to relate to you on that aspect, when I first started writing, I just poured everything about, because I was like more of a poet or like a writer type person, like journaling, you know what I mean? When I was younger. So my first inclination when I started writing is just all about me and like going depth. But then especially when the songs weren't as good and stuff, or putting them out there at first, when I first started, I was just like, oh man, I'm done writing about like my life. So much put myself out there now at 22 years old or whatever, you know what I mean? And then, so I just started doing like picking up on the Lil Wayne thing. I'm just going to go metaphor, wordplay, right? You know what I mean? And I did that for a while, you know what I mean? Some projects. And good came out of that because I was able to start creating like way more because it wasn't so much about me all the time. And then moving back here, and then after, I would think by the time I decided and divided my EP that I did with Rebel Activity, with Yuck Nasty, and Dialect Helped, that one was like, oh damn, I'm going back into now I got better wordplay, and now I'm going back into talking about my life and things that are relatable. You know what I mean? And then it's creating that voice.
And you just spoke the realest word that exists for humans.
What was it?
Relatable.
Relatable. Oh, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we all want, bro.
Yeah.
We want to know that we're not alone. Yeah. Because we all feel so fucking alone, bro. And listen, can I speak to the kids who might watch this? You are not sick. You are not sick. You are not alone. Everybody feels anxiety. That's normal. Mm-hmm. That comes from a primitive desire to hunt. Mm-hmm. If you're anxious, it's because there's something that you need to accomplish, not because you need to take a fucking Xanax. Yeah. You are not sick.
That's big.
Quit listening to all these fucking people who tell you that you're depressed, you're sick. Those are all excuses to fail and be a fucking loser, and you're not a loser. I don't even know you and I love you. That hits hard to me, brother, because that's what everybody's looking for is relatability, right? And there's entities in the world that want us to stay sick because not everybody can win, right? Well, I disagree. I think everybody we all can win.
Definitely.
I think we all can win, man.
But I think the only way we can all win, though, at the same time, believe me, we all have to actually help each other. At least, or at least think about our fellow man, the other person, your neighbor. I'm not saying you have to think about everybody in the world because it's a lot, but you got to think about the ones close to you, even if you're not close to them, like spiritually or mentally. You have to at least have some thought of them when you're making moves because you want to do better for them, do better for the people next to you.
And that's something that to inject into the writing too is like this. You have to use your own examples. You have to speak on your own life. But the goal isn't to just release for yourself. The goal is to find your tribe, find those people who have lived similar experience who can release their pain through your music because not everybody's an artist. You know what I'm saying? So we as artists have the job, we're energy conductors. So there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to express themselves. You know, that when I listen to a Lil Wayne song, and this is me, bro. When I'm singing along with Lil Wayne, I feel like all that stuff is happening to me. I'm that dude in the club. Right? I feel like he makes me feel like the story's about me. Everyone say that. Everyone wants to say when they watch a movie, like, oh, I'm that lead role. I would do that too,
he's the
right?
Main character.
You're the main character in a movie. And that's a beautiful thing. Because again, we're all living in that delusion, bro. And the ones that succeed in life are the ones that are relentless in that delusion. And so that's what the music is for, and that's kind of how I think about when I write. It's like, okay, I have to channel my pain. Like the song that I just released called Hold On was about the passing of my father. And my dad loved getting up real early in the morning. You know, that like and it fucking irritated me my whole life. Because he was always trying to wake me up and do some shit, take me to work or whatever it was. And so the opening line of the song I say, oh, the sky in morning. I woke up one morning, the sky missed his friend. Sometimes I feel the sun came up just to watch him. Right? Now, that is a very personal line. It's about my life.
Now that you say it, man, it means so much deeper. It's more layered, you know what I mean? And how you said relatable is like you didn't make it so much into, you were able to use words that weren't so direct to your situation.
Correct.
It was a little bit more vague where it could open up to other people's situations.
Well, and you know, to say that the sky missed his friend, that is something that I feel like when it speaks to our primitive nature. I feel like the people who are the most healthy spiritually, mentally, are the ones that are living closer to nature. You know what I'm saying? And so to say that the sky misses his friend, like we're all so connected to this earth. Even if we stay inside all day and we try hard not to be, we're on the computer or our phone or whatever it is all day. We never feel as good as we do as when we're outside and we get that sunshine, we breathe the fresh air. That's what our bodies were meant for, is that fresh air. So I feel like not just thinking about a lost family member or whatever, I feel like it can speak to you directly, like the sky misses his friend, like go the fuck outside, bro. Like go breathe for a little while, get away from your vices, get away from the things that are harming you, and just be one with the earth. And I know that's some hippy dippy shit, but it's real.
It's a lot of that shit, like especially once I got, there's so many, I don't ever like to go too much in depth just to like continue the conversation, but on a lot of that hippy dippy shit, I believed in a lot of that shit, you know what I mean? And then when I grew older, I started resenting it because so many people, especially I guess you could say pop culture or whatever, you know, like stay woke. Like these terms, from like, oh, like represent, brother, to like, oh, now this is just regular nomenclature of that everybody's just throwing around, you know? And so then I started resenting those things, but then a lot of the times you realize a lot of those things are said because they are real. Those things are true. So like you have to take them with a grain of salt at times because like sometimes it gets ruined by other people and you can't let other people dictate how you feel towards things, you know?
Well, and you know when it gets annoying is the people who speak something, but it doesn't show in their walk, right? So now, if you're hearing a lot of people say "stay woke" and they're not woke, man, shut the fuck up,
bro. Like,
go somewhere with your bullshit.
That's what makes you resent that fucking thing. Like you're like, bro, why do we show these white people this shit? Hey,
I get you though, but
y'all just can't be the fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But here's the thing though, is that you knowing that you have the opportunity to carry on the good parts of the message, and also like you don't just walk the walk, bro. Like there's nobody that listen. I've been dealing with industry people for quite a while now in the music industry, and the ones that are doing the best are actually the most insecure, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are people that I deal with, and that's why, working with Kasky was so refreshing to me, because he really is such a humble fucking guy, and he's such a kind-spirited person, and when we communicate, it's so genuine. But there's a lot of people that I've talked to and worked with that, like, they think that by not responding to you, not showing up to something early, like you said, I came early today, right? Because I'm about my shit.
And it shows.
Yeah, I dress like a rock star, but I'm not gonna come in here like, oh, did you fucking, is everything ready for me? What the fuck, bro? Just be a good person, right? I don't care how talented you are. We're all just people
at the end of the day,
right? So it's like you have that opportunity though to take the good messages from all over the place. Whatever good message I hear, I internalize it and I try to use it. And I say to myself, if I was perfect, what would I do? I know that I'm not perfect, but if I was, what would I do? And that's kind of how I walk, bro. And that's how I've gained so much love and respect from the people around me. And that's why the people that do come around my circle become family so quickly, because I'm conscious of it. I ask myself, if I was perfect, what would I do? In every situation, the most mundane thing. When it comes to holding my daughter, when it comes to, making breakfast for my girl, whatever it is, I always ask myself, if I was perfect, what would I do? I know that I'll never be perfect, but I'd like to try.
I mean, and that's stepping in that right direction. You know what I mean? Yeah. And to me, like, I like goals that you never accomplish, but you always can get better at. You know what I mean? So like working out.
No false finish lines.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Exactly, bro. Like that's why whenever someone has like what is it, like a dream with a fatality, like when it like once you accomplish it, it's done. I'm like, bro. When people tell me that shit, it kind of makes me like just sick and nauseous, because I'm like, bro. Thing is, I actually believe that you can accomplish that. So then it's like when you get there, what's next? You know what I mean? I'll never get where I need to get at music. It's never gonna happen in my mind, because of the things I want to accomplish, and also the next song's always the best song, pretty much. You know what I mean? At least
I wrote a song recently. So to the topic we were speaking on, I actually just wrote a song.
Yes, there you go.
And the hook of which says, "A better state of mind is a mile short of running all your life."
Okay, wait, hold up. Wait. Okay, a better state of mind
is a mile short of running all your life.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
because you're always evolving, you're always growing.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like right there before the end, right before you are about to die, is when you should have your most clarity. You should always be evolving. Musically, spiritually, physically, whatever it is, it's a mile short of running till the end. And I say, so just keep running till you're happy. Just keep going. Like there's nothing that should deter you from your path.
Know what got me into that mindset as a kid, or at least showed me a little glimpse of that, and this was just like an example or something, is like with weightlifting. And
you have a nice setup, by the way. I'll say that.
Fucking House of Darkness, Aaron.
You got it, yeah.
Hey, you heard him. You heard the culture speak, bro.
Shit's tight. It is pretty tight.
I just like fucking with Aaron because we go back. You know Aaron too. His sense of humor and shit, bro. So, but with working out, when I realized when you're doing these reps, right, and then my dad always he put that in, like, it shouldn't matter the reps.
Yeah.
Just think it's going forever.
Let's go.
Don't think about that number. Just fucking go. And like when you actually do it and you mind fuck yourself sometimes and don't think about the number and you're just thinking about the movement, the action, the thing you're doing.
Yeah.
You realize like all the just getting in the you're fucking your mind when you're doing that. You have to just focus on task at hand. Exactly. That's why when people say like, oh, he was in the flow state or whatever, like that's the one. Cause you're not thinking, you're just reacting. You're just reacting. You know what I mean?
Well, then that's a thing too, right? Like you could go to 10 reps of something, and because you said you were going to do 10, your body is telling you that you're done. Your body's telling you you're tired. If you didn't set the goal, who knows how many you could have done. And it's like that in life with the goals you accomplish.
The little example right there showed me like everything.
Why would you say like, man, I really wish I could make, $100,000 this year? Well, that's cool, but like, don't put that cap on yourself.
Never,
Just work. Just do the work. Do the fucking work. And that's the other thing is now, and I believe that a big reason why it could be social media or whatever, but everybody wants the accomplishment before the work. You know what I'm saying? They want the admiration, they want the accolades before they ever put in the work, and then they say, okay, well now it's worth it to go. I have a buddy who just told me, if I could make exactly what I'm making at my job now, but doing my passion, I would switch over to just my passion.
Yeah.
But he ain't completed anything in his passion. So you're fucking yourself, because who the fuck is going to pay you that much money to do something that you ain't doing?
And you're not even putting that much effort in like you're doing your job.
Do the work.
I have the mindset like that too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's more of like, I mean, even though I have somewhat of a mindset like that, because it's just like a wishful dream type, wishful thought thing. But I already know what it takes. Like, I'm like thinking like, okay, it could be just like maybe one song that gets me enough or whatever.
Yeah.
But I know all the work that it would take just to get to that one song, probably. Yeah. And that's not just putting in the work musically.
No, it's also in your whole life.
It's like
personally. Listen, if you are the top, 5% of people, talent-wise, whatever it is, it'll show in all the aspects of your life. Mm-hmm. And this is hard to hear. If you work at McDonald's and you're not the best motherfucking employee at McDonald's, you ain't going to be good at the other shit either. Sorry.
For sure.
Sorry.
For sure.
You think you're going to be the hardest worker in hip-hop, but you're not the hardest worker at McDonald's?
Bro,
you're fucking tripping. So start there. Be the best at what you're doing. I've had all the opportunities in my life, and I've done some wild shit. I'm a commercial boat captain. Okay. That's how I make my money. I moved out to Hawaii. I started surfing every day. I became a commercial boat captain.
You look like it.
Thank you. I am. But you know what? Those opportunities came because I'm always the hardest, most passionate worker. I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. Throw your ego aside. If you walk into work every day, I don't give a fuck if it's at Walmart stocking shelves. If you walk in going, man, really wish I was making music instead of doing this shit, you're going to fail at that too, bruh.
Because you have the shitty
Because it always sucks. You don't think making music is hard? It's a grind. I step in the booth sometimes and I hate the way I sound. I think that I'm a shitty fucking writer and I have to grind it out.
And it's not coming easy that day.
Butterflies don't fall out of my mouth, homie. It's hard work.
Hell yeah, bro.
I spent $160,000 on my studio setup. I didn't know how to use any of that shit.
Ooh.
I had to learn.
That's bold.
You have to learn. And if you're not willing to put in that much work at your simple job, the harder job's even harder, bro.
Yeah, bro. Once you get it, like you ain't gonna be ready.
You can't learn the cash register at goddamn Safeway well enough. You think you're gonna learn how to run my Neve console? What are you talking about?
100, bro.
You have to be dedicated and powerful in everything you do.
Yes.
And you can be. Get those little victories. Know that you're the best employee at McDonald's. Know it in your head. When you walk in with a fucking strut like you're the nature boy and say, I'm making these burgers today, homie. These are going to be the tastiest burgers anybody's ever had because I'm here.
100.
I got fired from Chipotle though once.
I love how you ended it with that. I got fired. Why'd you get fired?
Because I'd bring my own seasonings.
Bro, but that still goes things like, nigga, I was trying to make the best burritos, but that boy wouldn't let me.
Hey, for real though, I came in with an apron and I had, because I use Greek seasoning. Shout out Greek seasoning. If I was sponsored by anything, I'd want to get shouted out by Greek seasoning. Sponsored by Greek seasoning. I use it on everything. Anyways, I came in for real. Day number 2.
By the way, this podcast is sponsored to you by Broly Bags.
Broly Bags.
Pick up your dog's shit.
Oh, it's really a dog shit bag. That's tight.
Yeah, Burley bags. Yeah. That's I already got. I got to make a commercial for sure, but I've been waiting. But I'm about to make the commercial.
That's tight.
Burley bags. Go get them. But yeah, Greek
seasoning. And I came in second day of the job. I came in with a fucking apron, like a straight up apron, and the whole front of the shit was stuffed with Greek seasoning. And I was back there fucking and the manager came up to me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Fixing this fucking meat, bro." And she was so upset, and I was like, "Try it, like, you know, you just try this." And she was like, "It doesn't matter." Anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, bro. From a legal standpoint,
they can't. And I completely understand. I was a kid, but that's funny though. I got fired from
bro, they just go so much into your personality. Hey, bro, how'd you get fired, bro? Like, so like the seasoning, bro, like at Chipotle, bro, is whack. So I try to own my own flavor.
Tried.
Like, you're just trying to be a better employee.
I wanted to be helpful, bro.
Yeah.
I was trying to walk the walk.
But that's also a slight of a diss. Like, yo, y'all seasoning suck, bro.
I mean, it was mad trash.
Y'all fucking suck, bro.
No, but I like Chipotle now.
Yeah. Are you like really into like health or anything? Like,
you know, I should be. Everybody should be really into health. My battles have always been with food, right? And comfort. I've been a big guy in my life. Right now, right, I'm like 280 pounds or something. And
right now?
Right now.
You're 280 pounds.
280,
you wear it well, bro.
Thank you, bro.
I mean, you're a tall dude. You're a tall dude, so I would expect you just to be bigger and weight.
Sure.
But 280 is...
280 now. The biggest I ever was like 370.
Take your shirt off. No,
Hell yeah, let's go. Let's get some real views on this. Yep. But in terms of like physical health, I have my battles, you know, like, and I try to run as much as possible. Okay, running's a big thing for me, and just being a big guy makes it a little tough, and that's just a fucking excuse, really. But my joints are already bad. I got a fucked up ankle because I'm so big, and you know, so there's struggles that I have with it, which is no excuse.
Yeah, which give you no excuse, bro.
It all comes down to eating. You know what I mean? Just eating better, and so like right now,
get inflammation.
Right now, I'm into it and I'm healthy. You know, but that's kind of my vice. I'm not a big drinker. I'll sip a glass of whiskey, but I've never had a problem with it. I've never had a problem with drugs, but I have had a problem with food for sure. I love food, bro.
And
way overindulging on food, bro. Especially late at night.
Yeah, but is that
when I'm being creative, you know?
Okay. Man, I'm not a big night eater.
Yeah.
I have to, but the thing is, if I'm that drunk and high and it's like 2-3 in the morning and I know I'm not going to bed anytime soon,
right?
Yeah, like let's go crazy. You know what I mean? But most of the time, I'll drink enough and I'll pass out before I get close to food.
Sure.
That's my drinking style. The same way. Drink enough to pass out, you can't even make it to McDonald's.
Yeah. And growing up, I mean, like. You know, my dad was just big into like, and that's another reason why I decided on the name.
Bro, I'm really tripping on the 280, bro. 280's big,
yeah, I'm a big fella, bro.
That's a big.
I'm 6'6", 280.
You're 6'6"? I was thinking 6'4".
Yeah, I'm 6'6".
Okay, 6'6" is big, bro.
And
I'm gonna ask a stupid question, bro. What? Basketball.
Yeah, I played.
Yeah,
I played, and I was all right. But you know, when I was younger, baseball was really my thing. I was a baseball player.
What'd you play?
I was a catcher.
Oh, you're a big ass catcher, bro.
But that's what it was to my advantage because, like, for instance, if I had to throw down to second base, from the time I was a young and I didn't have hit my knees and go.
Yeah.
And I was so strong. I was so much stronger than everybody. Right. I was a catcher and I batted fourth. Right, I hit home runs and threw motherfuckers out. Like,
really, bro?
Absolutely.
Damn, bro. Okay, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Anybody who can throw something, I really appreciate it. Because sometimes when I see even like fighters or somebody who don't really throw nothing, and I see them throw, I'm like,
you seen some of them opening pitches?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, I got like 50 Cent. Yeah. Even though I went viral and get it, even if he did it on purpose, I'm like, bro.
That wasn't on purpose.
I know it's not.
I couldn't try to throw that goofy.
No.
I couldn't throw left-handed and try to throw that goofy.
Bro, I would throw better than left-handed. I'm not even left-handed. Yeah, no, I totally feel you. But that's what I'm saying. I lose all, like as an athlete or like a certain type of person, I'm like, you don't know how to throw? Like, that's like, to me, that's a very athletic achievement, especially when I see more and more people throw something, and I'm like, oh, people don't know how to throw. It's so second nature.
Yeah. You grew up doing it.
Bro, I can fucking throw blunts. Like, we used to throw out on the baseball team, we smoking weed, bro. He's like, hey, we play fucking pickleball, bro, fucking with the blunt. Nigga, like, what? Yeah. I can catch fire. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? And the motherfuckers can't even throw. Like, I'm like, damn, bro.
But here's the thing with sports for me, I got kicked out of every school I ever went to.
What'd you do? What did you do?
It was a combination of things, man. Really, like, I knew that my journey was never going to be an education. And from a really young time, I had this really heavy sense that I was a slave to the system, and I didn't like it. I didn't like being told I had ADD. I didn't like being told I was dyslexic. I didn't like feeling like I was dumb because I had a hard time reading.
Or not enjoying things you're not interested in.
Correct. And so, like, I just strayed away from it, bro. And I was disrespectful. I would do whatever it took to get sent home. I would do that. Whatever it was. And I was always really good at reading people. So whatever teacher it was, oh, she doesn't like it if I don't pay attention. I'm looking out that window all day. This guy hates when I fight. I'm starting to fight somewhere in this room, right? Because I just wanted to go home. I didn't give a fuck. I knew that I wasn't meant for college. I knew, and my older brother, Benjamin, really, really smart, really easy time in school. I mean, straight A's all the time. He ended up going to a big university and doing all these things. And I was so polar opposite from my brother that I knew that it wasn't my path. Like, he's really good at it. Ain't gonna be me. It's not me. I just knew that I had a different path, and to this day, and I don't say that anybody should do what I did, because it did make parts of my life way harder.
Yeah, definitely.
But to this day, it's never mattered.
I
dropped out of high school. It's never mattered. The best jobs in my life, becoming a boat captain. Didn't ask for my fucking diploma.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck.
Bro, it's so funny because the thing is, I have a college fucking degree.
Sure.
And fucking and I'm so sorry, bro. I'm just laughing because I have a college degree, right? And then I'm working at a metal shop. I work at a metal shop.
Right.
And like, not only did that, I came in like, not a complete suit, but I came in like, and they're like, this nigga came in, and the only reason is because of my past experiences with jobs. Because one time I tried to come to a job and I didn't have a suit. I dressed nice. Yeah. And the motherfucker was like, hey, bro, it looked like you trying to go to the club or something. I'm like, I don't even go to the club, bro. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. He goes, well, I need you to be, like, in a shirt and tie or something. Like, I can't interview you until you. So I had to go home, do that. And I'm like, I'm never doing that. Any job I go to, I don't give a fuck if it's a janitor. Hey. And then, but I went to go to weld, and they're like, bro, I can't even take you around the shop. You don't even got steel-toe shoes on. You ain't even got boots on, bro. I ain't going, like, all right, you got the job, motherfucker. It don't matter. But they even care about, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, the job I ended up working, and it's not even like I'm, like, miserable at my job. Like, bro, like, I'm super confident in myself. Like, even I tell people that they're at my job with certain shit they try to make me do if I don't like it or whatever. I'm like, nigga, fire me. I'll get a job tomorrow, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll get another fucking job somewhere else. Yeah, it might be McDonald's, but like I said, like how you said, I bet you I'll be the motherfucker. Kill it. I bet you I'll be the assistant in that motherfucker in no time, bro. Right on. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would the same thing with every job I've been to, I promoted. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why when you said that, I had to learn that in a certain way too. It's like, it's people's perspectives and things. Because I'm like, if you really need it or really want it, it's going to happen because you're going to make it happen. You know what I mean?
Right. So, and then that was the thing in school, bro, is like, you know, and that's the other side of the coin. Because you could also look at me and say, well, that's a little hypocritical because you should feel like when you were in school, even though you hated it, you should be the best at it, right? Yeah. But there's the other side of the coin, which is if something's really not aligned with you and who you are, you got to be quick at identifying it so that you can get away from it. Mm-hmm. Because you don't want things that can harm you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you have to have the willingness to walk away from it and then find your thing. You know, you can't walk into your fucking minimum wage job every day and just say, oh, I hate it, but not take action. Exactly. It all comes to taking action. Either be the best at it or get the fuck out and go be the best at something. Be the best at it, right? That's, so,
bro,
you know, you just gotta
I want to say that to people and shit too, bro, because people always, especially in the, and like this was, okay, let's just bring this up an example to be topical in today's world or whatever. Sure. The current rapper Glorilla or whatever, right? Okay. She's giving out a job for like an assistant type position, but only for $550 a week.
Take it.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
That's an intern position.
And people are complaining on Twitter, like, oh, she, like, same thing, like, when people say, like, oh, Kendrick Lamar.
I'll do it.
Yeah, bro, I would do it, bro. Like, you get to be around game all day, and you get paid to do it. All you got to do is.
What's her name?
Glorilla.
Glorilla? I'll be the best assistant you've ever
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro.
You should hire me.
And people are fucking complaining about it to her, like,
I'll do it for $300 a week.
Yeah, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and I'll drop music at the same time.
Bro, and people that's what I'm saying. People, I'm like, bro, that's an opportunity, bro. There's people who've done that for other artists for fucking free. Dog. You get what and she's, and like, that's what gets me upset with people. I'm like, in certain status or issues and things like that, and it just like, and I'm like, I don't even pay attention to that stuff. It just came across like my feed or whatever. You know, I took a glimpse of it, thought like maybe I could, and like it just popped up right now, and I'm like, the same thing, the shit you're talking about, and like I try to relate that to other artists like you. Yeah. I'm like, any artist that I ever seen who works with big people and who actually like are able to bring some type of commerce to their art, you know what I mean, and or actually at some type of status, to me, in my perspective, again, I'll just say that every time comes to this podcast professional, and I'm like, it's a mindset, bro. You realize, even with Aaron, I look at Aaron when he does photography.
Oh, he's a gangster,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Like, his approach with it is a lot of the same things that you're talking about, but with photography. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, to me, it just trips me out, like, how it's the mindset with a lot of these things.
And you have to know your fucking status, too, bro. Like, okay, you want her to pay you more to be an assistant. When the fuck, do you know how to be a good assistant? Tell me, please, what you think that means. You think, because what you think being a good assistant means is being a yes man. And just sitting around and waiting to be delegated a task and then fucking doing the bare minimum to go fucking do that task.
You'll fuck off later.
Yeah, fuck that. A good assistant knows what somebody needs before they need it. So what the fuck? She's gonna pay you $500 to be a fucking burden.
Exactly.
And you want more.
That's what I'm saying, bro. People don't even. I'm like, this is really a thing.
Got it.
And then the thing is, at first, I'm like, oh, this is some bullshit, because you see somebody just creating something to get hits, and I'm like, oh, this is like on a lot of different fucking channels that I subscribe to, like where people bring it up, and I'm just like, yo, bro, like people, the nerve. The fucking nerve, like, bro, because I guess because my circle's so small, and I'm like, I guess with this podcast also. Majority of the people that I talk to or whatever and stuff, I don't see that. So like when I hear about it, I'm like, that's real? Like, you know what I mean?
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it's crazy. You know, like,
that's a real thing. Like, that's like, bro, like now when you said like you're not sick, you're like, when I look at people, I'm like, you're sick. I'm like, you're fucking sick. Sure. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Well, and in that way, it's true, but the answer isn't to medicate it.
Yeah,
the answer isn't to hide the problem, it's to solve the problem. Everybody wants an easy-ass answer. You know, I just came home from the Future of Artists Summit. I went out to Florida. This was the event that Kasky and one of his producers, Anonymous, put on together. And it opened my eyes to something, brother, is that everybody wants there to be a secret. They want there to be a secret that they're missing. But if you're honest with yourself, the answer is just be better. Just get better. And don't worry about the reps. Don't worry how many, because so many people set this like false finish line for themselves, like, whoa, by the time I'm 21, I should be popping. Then that doesn't happen. They go, oh, by the time I'm 25, I should have this kind of car. And then that doesn't happen. And then so you're collecting all these L's.
You're going to have a wrong approach going about it that way.
Just say, every day that I wake up, as part of my practice, I say, I want to be better at music today. Yeah. That's all.
And if you can at least look at the mirror and tell yourself, I got better at music, then you did your job.
You're successful. Brother, Vincent van Gogh died of failure.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who he was when he was alive.
Yeah.
One of the greatest painters of all time. Like, what do you care more about? This little blip of an existence that you're living? Or legacy, eternity?
Yeah.
I care about eternity.
Yeah.
I care about the fact that I speak my Father's name as often as I can because he walked with such a grace that I can't help it. That's the kind of man I want to become. I want my daughter, when I pass, I don't give a fuck if I have a Grammy. My daughter will listen to my music and show that to her children. And that expands the world right there. You know? It has nothing to do with the success in this momentary blip of an existence that we have. Who fucking cares? I don't give a fuck if you're alive 20 years or 80 years. When it's at the end, it'll seem like one moment.
Bro, it feels like yesterday I was sleeping over, my homie just hit me up. And, oh shit, hold up. So we were talking about a tiny speck of life.
You were saying it felt like just yesterday you were sitting on your homie's
couch. Yeah, of just time. Yeah, bro. Of just time passing, bro. Like, literally growing older till I was telling my dad. Fuck it. Alright, so I'm going to be relatable right now, I guess. Because I got relatable with my father, you know what I mean? And I go, I'm recently out of a relationship, talking to people and stuff. And again, for like what, 7 months, 8 months, almost this whole year, pretty much, just was talking to one girl. You know what I mean? And that is not my nature. Okay. That is not who I am as a person.
Play it.
Yeah. Thank you. And now getting back into being out there like that again, I'm like, I was talking to my dad, I'm like, dog, bro, it's so crazy, like all the girls I've ever talked to in my life, whether we
Small flex.
That's what I know. See,
it's so crazy how many numbers I got in this phone right here, bro. Hey, my body count high as fuck is crazy.
Like, yeah, bro, like, you know, murder. But no, but the reason what makes me feel good is my father, because I know he's probably put more work than I've ever have. But what I'm saying, I'm sorry, Dad, to put you out there like that. Wow. But just to like, we're talking, and I'm like, bro, like, it makes me feel good though. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also in that time looking back of just like how so much time can go by. You know what I mean? If you're just bullshitting and stuff, that you'll look back at your past and there's a bunch of shit back there you're not happy with, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And like that's what just trips me out, like again with the hard work and stuff. When you look back, are you going to be able to be real with yourself and tell yourself, like, yo, bro, like, I was bullshitting? Or they're like, why? Like, when people are like, why? I'm like, maybe because you were on fucking YouTube for 3 hours and not even looking shit up. You were just fucking bullshitting. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, that's just what trips me out over and over again with people when they look at, because especially when I look back at my time with, I did a lot of shit that I was happy with. Like, you know what I mean? Even though sometimes I could look at it like, oh, I was bullshitting, or I wish I would have known, or I wish I had the... Because I worked with a lot of people, bro, and did a lot of things early.
Well, you have good energy, bro. You're gonna, like, with whatever you go for, I can tell you as a person, you're gonna get to the top of whatever it is you're trying to do.
I mean, it's gonna get closer and closer every time, you know what I mean? Right. And that's what I'm saying, like, just meeting like-minded people like you, I guess it's like, it's almost a detriment to me because it makes me less compromised for other people, but also it's a good thing because you're not wasting your time with some bullshit-ass people sometimes, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's like, it's a higher standard, but sometimes it kind of gets tense because you gotta let I let motherfuckers like, hey, I do not want to hang out with you. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know hopefully people at my job or whatever and shit, like, people, like, I'm a hard worker, people like me, I'm not easygoing for the most part. I had a guy at work, hey man, how are you always in a good mood every day? And I go, I'm not. I'm like, but it made me so happy in that moment because I'm like, I'm really good at this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely. And that work that I put, even though he's only been there for so long, other people think of me that way too. And it's like, it's because of that, all that other little shit from the beginning. Yeah. I set a precedent for myself. You know what I mean? Of how I conduct myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? And people don't have that mindset or this like, hey, I need to, and that's how you create your personality that's perceived by other people. Right. You know what I mean? That was 3 P's right there. But you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Like, it's like God, like people don't even have that innate feeling to like do that. Yeah. And that trips me. It bothers me.
Yeah, I've always, you know, and I learned from the best. My father, you know, me and him are the same way where I will, if I love you, and I fall in love quickly. Like, I already love you, bro.
I already love you too,
what I'm saying?
Bro.
Like, I fall in love quickly, and if I love you,
let's get that second baby going.
I really will, like, give you everything that I have in whatever capacity you ask it of me, until the day I don't.
Yeah.
There is no in between for me.
Yeah.
You know,
definitely.
like, I really do give everything that I have to somebody. Anything they could ask, anything that I could do to better their life, I will do it. Until that day comes when I realize that they've now taken advantage, and then it just stops.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
it's funny, and that's another reason why the name culture to me really hit me hard, especially, you know, because I don't spell it normally. It's culture. It's it's my family, right?
That's why I kind of thought maybe that was your first name was Colton or something.
Yeah, my last name is Cole.
Cool.
But yeah, the culture is like, there's so many ways that we operate as a family that are unique to us, and that's one of them. Like, for instance, like when we were young, my dad would leave the garage door open and keep the fridge in the garage stocked with ice cream, and literally the whole neighborhood knew. And you didn't have to knock on our door, you didn't have to ask. You knew the garage was open, you knew what was in that freezer, and you were free to go in there and take what you wanted. Until the day came where all of a sudden it would empty in one day. And then that kept happening over and over and over until it was just, now it hurt, right? Like, why are you taking advantage of this kind thing that I'm doing, right? And then it just stopped. And what would happen with my father oftentimes in business, because he was a businessman as well, what would happen oftentimes is like, when people look at you like a superhero and then you become human, it's not that you became human. Now you're evil to them because they expected you to stay the superhero.
Well, they feel deceived.
They feel deceived. So it's like, you know, you're perfect in their eyes, and then all of a sudden you take a little bit back for yourself. You show your human side, and now all of a sudden they hate you. Now they say that you've ruined their lives, that you've been so unkind, so cruel. Crumbled. Because they expected so much from you.
That delusion you're talking about.
That delusion. But I refuse to step away from being that superhero. I'll stay the superhero as long as I can until you cause it to be a problem. I'm not going to all of a sudden be a shitty person. There's like this new, you know, I don't know if it's new, but there's something that I hear a lot on social media people talk about in terms of like, you know, the need to be selfish, right? Like, that's how you fucking get better, is like, you know, you fuck everybody and be selfish. I completely disagree. I'm in the position that I'm in the industries that I'm in, because I am so kind. And because I will stand up for people, and because I fall in love quickly. It's not a bad thing. You're just afraid of it because you're not the hardest worker at McDonald's. You know what I mean? You're afraid that you're not going to be good enough.
Are you ever selfish in any way? I mean, again,
Never.
So you just could be able to, you constructed a life where it's able to, for you to focus on the things that you need to focus on, and not having to have that feeling or emotion of having to be selfish.
No, I've chosen the life of an artist, which is for others. This is for others. It's not for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I write a song, like, yes, it does help me in releasing things that I feel. But the intention is for it to help somebody else more.
Oh yeah.
So I am a completely selfless person, and I think that's why at times I find it hard. Like, I struggle with weight, for instance. You know, I struggle with eating because I don't take time and like, you know, be selfish and just focus on myself. Like, when I wake up in the day, I'm the man of my household. I have my mother to take care of now. My father's gone. I have my woman, I have my child, I have my brothers, I have my sisters, I have the world that I think I can offer something to. If I took time to be selfish, I don't think I would be having the growth that I have now. Like, I think I'm supposed to be giving a lot of myself away, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with dying with that. I'm willing to die for what I'm doing.
For sure. I want to ask a few questions, because I think people, especially, where are we at? We're already over an hour, but like I said, it don't matter.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is, what I want to ask, because I don't want people to walk away. I want people to have questions and thoughts, and to have also more ambitions to look you up and follow your journey. And but also, like, so let's start a little bit back. So, you know, so from Manteca, you said, you know, so born there. So what kind of lifestyle was that for you? You said your dad was a businessman, so like, and you guys were part of the neighborhood, like, you guys.
Absolutely, yeah. So I was born in San Mateo.
Okay.
I was born at home, and moving to Manteca. Manteca was a small little town. I think when we got there was only about 10,000 people. It's grown since, obviously.
Yeah.
And my childhood was awesome, man. Like, you know, I was raised by two wonderful people who were very loving, very caring. My dad was I say businessman, but really he was just a hard ass worker, bro. He did floor covering, tile, hardwood, vinyl, and because of his personality, he was never financially successful. Because he was the same as me, bro. Where he was an artist, and he just cared about his art. He cared about being better at his job every day, and if he had a client that said, "Oh, you know, I thought I was going to be able to pay you, but I can't," he'd drop it. He would never go back and ask for a single more dollar. He would never follow up and say, you owe me. No, you don't owe me anything. Enjoy your floor. Right? And so I was raised with that, man, and I was also raised on the back of my father doing these jobs. Like, I have memories of being 3 years old and literally hanging on to his fucking back. He had this big fucking strong-ass back, and I remember just hanging on while he'd be pounding nails into a floor. And he established in me and my brother early that the thing that matters the most is the work, not the reward. And he went his whole life never having a bank account or a credit card. He got paid cash when he got paid, and he died knowing that he was right. He lived his entire life and none of that shit ever mattered. We never struggled for food.
Yeah.
We never worried about not having rent. When my brother went to college, my brother didn't get any scholarships. My dad fucking did the work to pay for that college. You know, and it wasn't because he was fucking some business genius that knew how to invest or had Bitcoin or whatever else, right? It was the work ethic that he had. He knew that he was such a good worker that if he needed to go out and get $5,000, he could go do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it didn't consume his life.
Very true.
You know, now that brought stress. I grew up in a very stressed household because my mom, on the other side of that spectrum, my mom is a very intelligent woman. She found her career later in life. She's a physical therapist. Mm-hmm. And they had me late in life too. My mom was 45 when she had me.
Oh, word.
And then she stepped into her career. And
were you the youngest?
I am the youngest. Okay. I'm the baby of the family.
How many siblings?
I have one older brother who's 3 years older than I am, and then I have an older sister who's 15 years older than I am.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And then that was the same biological, like both, like not halves or anything?
My sister's half.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister has a different father than I had.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But, you know, my mom, she was very intelligent, still to this day very smart with her money and whatever, so that created some turmoil in the house.
And your parents stayed together the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
absolutely,
for sure.
yeah. And we're never married.
I'm talking for the real love, someone to break my real love.
That was tight. I need to get you on a feature.
I'm ready, bro.
Yeah.
I can come up with, as far as rapping, I can do whatever. But if you, a real song, I think something that you would do, time, we could do it whenever. But we'll talk about that after.
Of course. Oh, I got you whenever, brother.
Yeah.
But anyway, so long story short, because I could talk about that forever. You know,
I want people to, bro, because I'm super curious about it, because especially not knowing who you are and you just putting yourself out there and you doing it. Again, like, at least give me enough about your childhood of what created this person.
Well, check this out. My father was a dreamer, and my mom knew how to execute.
Ooh, bro. I have that similar kind of childhood in that regard. My parents didn't stay together all the way, but it's vice versa though. You know what I mean? Dad can execute like a mother. My dad's an He will let you know. He'll find you a way. He'll even show you how to do it.
Sure.
Mom, but like that's like mom gives you the art side. That's why I'm like kind of like
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But go ahead. What you saying?
So you know, my dad gave me that real confidence that you didn't have to play by the rules, that you didn't have to walk how others walked. And my mom gave me the perspective that, okay, if you're gonna do that, you better be fucking good at it. And she was honest, bro. Like, I started doing theater when I was really young, for instance, and I'd be getting ready for an audition, and so I would sing a song, right? I'm sitting there practicing to go on stage and sing a song, and my mom would be like, "You're flat. It's okay. Like, you can fix it, but you're flat."
Yeah,
she wasn't one of those women that was like, "Oh, look at my baby go." She didn't give a fuck. If you weren't good at something, she was gonna tell you. And so it's like I had that, right? Whereas like the dreamer side and then the regiment, you know, to actually be great at something, and man, they both just believed in me. And we didn't have a ton of money. We didn't have the resources to where I could have fucking, you know, I remember, right? I had auditioned when I was really young for this agency called John Robert Powers. It was like a fucking talent agency. And they were like, "Wow, yo, your son's so talented. Just give us $10,000. We're gonna put him in acting classes, blah 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 blah." And I remember being a little kid thinking like, "Wow, how exciting!" And of course, like my parents were like, $10,000, like that, we don't have that, right? But I'm so glad that never happened, because all that shit's a scam. Never give anybody money because you're talented. That doesn't make any sense. It's one thing to do something for free and show that you're talented. It's another thing to be paying somebody who's telling you you're talented. That's a fucking scam. Yeah, that's fucking weird. Anyways, and so, like, again, long story short, I grew up with a really good combination of people to make me the person that I was. It made me extremely honest with myself as well, which was important, you know? Like, even though I had that delusion the whole time where I felt like there was something special inside me, when I listened back to it, I wasn't delusional in the sense that even if it sucked, I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. You know, I would say to myself, this is the greatest thing I've done.
There you go.
Oh, that's a cool one to say, because then you get the motivation to move forward, but you're not lying to yourself and saying, like, oh, I'm better than Drake. No, the fuck you're not.
No, bro.
No. Well, I could rap just like DaBaby. No, you fucking can't.
Bro.
That fool's a talented as foot.
Bro, that's what I was saying, too. So, like, I'll let it be on record now, because I think I was a hip-hop snob.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Boom bap kind of shit?
Huh?
Like you like boom bap kind of shit? Like
Yeah.
Really
around 13, 14 years old, all I'm listening to, like, especially because Soulja Boy was out, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's when it was popping. And I mean, even to this day, I have somewhat of a, like, you know,
sure.
whatever with Soulja Boy, just that specific artist, Soulja Boy, not a majority of that type of music. But, I would just be so like, bro, that's not real. Like, that's not real hip hop. That's not real. That's not the real shit.
Right.
Because at first, when I heard Soulja Boy and Kid Cudi, right? Kid Cudi always was dope to me or whatever. He never really fell off to a certain thing. Maybe certain things he did outside of music, whatever. Some music. But like with Soulja Boy, I was just like, I thought it was dope as fuck. But when it started getting like critical acclaim and like this is what's representing rap music and hip hop, I was just like, this isn't funny anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like,
not.
Damn.
I'm like, bro. First I'm like, oh, this is great. He's making money off this. Like, it's just a kid. Like, that's dope as fuck. And then when it's like, this is like getting Grammy nominated or something, I'm like, what are we doing, bro? Like, this ain't. And then growing up and like doing music, seeing all these different things. Even Soulja Boy, I have to give so much respect because I'm like, bro, at that time...
Pioneered some shit, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
It was new.
So, like, same thing with, like, when people say about DaBaby, like, let's say DaBaby, bro. Like, bro, when you hear his fucking rap flows and stuff and, like, things he did into his music that he incorporated, like, I take that into account now. Like, he says, like, he does not let less than fucking 4 bars go and he's in. Like, you know how some people have, like, a build-up and stuff? He goes, no, I created a whole sound of, like, getting in early, fucking rapping my ass off, and then create, you know what I mean? And
absolutely.
Like, that's what made me start realizing, I mean, even before DaBaby, but other people, I'm just saying, like,
they're unique.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it don't matter about, like, how, like, oh, bro, this isn't, like, the way it needs to be. Like, bro, no, bro, you have to look deep. Even, like, Little Uzi Vert, whatever you want to say about the old heads want to complain about, go look at people's history. Little Uzi Vert was rapping boom bap shit, and he's like, bro, this ain't fucking making me any fucking goddamn money, bro.
Exactly.
Made one stupid song. He goes, I'm gonna do this for a while. Fuck it, bro. Right. And then now he created his own thing where you can relate more. Even Kodak Black, bro, I was just like, oh, I don't get it. But then you realize this nigga's been doing it since he was fucking 12, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, because the average listener isn't complex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So us as musicians sometimes, like, we obviously respect things more that have complexity, but the average listener who's spending the money on the music, like, they get lost if you're too complex. And my new kind of approach to making the sonic part of my music is I want it to sound like a group of guys that have a rudimentary understanding of their instrument, but a heavy understanding of vibe. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, the bass line doesn't have to be all over the fucking place. It doesn't have to. You don't have to get a fucking professional jazz musician to play your bass. But it has to have the right texture. It has to sound good. You know what I'm saying? And so, and it has to back up whatever the words are saying that make it power. You know, that's where the power comes from. It's not from the. So same thing in hip hop. It's not necessarily like, you know, and I was in that space too for a long time. You know, like I would write rhymes and my shit was super complex and just all over the place, and people would get lost, right? Yeah. And
like, how are you gonna fucking put the mic out and people repeat it?
Right. Well, I would say, I remember I wrote some shit. And I thought it was a great shit all the time. It was like, money matters for nothing unless the matters in subjects in which you find yourself struggling and get resolved and confronted. I've been enthralled by the notion that we can all become something we're saving. Now we're just crumbs at the bottom, doomed to keep falling. Gotta hear the call from the gods and evolve. Draw from the pain that we all carved out of hatred. No revelation been made through assault. Change elevation and style, placing the blame on the fall. Station we made up the car. I did all this shit, and nobody liked it. And I was like,
bro, you see what I just did right there?
Dope? Isn't that great? But, you know, like...
But really, they're just like, nerd.
But I needed that phase in my life because what it did, though, is it expanded my vocabulary. It expanded my word retrieval. So now when I'm writing a pop song, you don't think I have enough words in my brain to write a pop song? Of course I do.
It's so That's the one thing, because I don't really use my college degree or whatever, but the experience that I had, so I did advertising, right? So some people are like, okay, there's a lot of books and reading and stuff, but I wrote a lot of, like, you know, short reports, like 2 to 3 page things, you know what I mean? And you have to condense your words. So, like, the reason why they're short is because your sentences are supposed to hold so much weight. You need 5 pages, you know what I mean?
You shouldn't need that much.
You know what I mean? So 2 pages of just, like, explaining what your thesis is and all this shit or whatever the fuck it is, or your breakdown of, like, how their rollout was or whatever. But that shit helped me so much in my writing on rapping. When I started looking at my words, I'm like, bro, I have like this big old bar and I can condense this shit to so much. Yeah. And it made it actually even more relatable because I'm not rapping it all fast to get it in there. I'm putting in like boom, boom, you know what I mean? And like,
what is your fucking point?
Yeah.
It's just like in a conversation.
Very true.
If you're in a conversation with somebody and let's say they're telling you a story or whatever and they're taking too long to get to the point, you're going to disengage. Because ultimately you're gonna be like, dude, what's the fucking point? Why am I listening?
Or you're just waiting for your turn to talk.
And in music it's the same thing. You know, there's been a phrase for a long time that's existed in pop, which is "Don't bore us, get to the chorus." Right? Like, what the fuck is the point of what you're saying? And if and a lot of people don't know. A lot of people are just trying to do the technical application, throwing a lot of words together. They don't know the point. If you stopped them in the middle of their rap and said, okay, that's all great. What do you mean? They'd start over. They'd start rapping again. No. Not that. What do you mean?
What's the intent behind
what is the and it should be so simple. You know, that's what I love. I'm not a big fan of country music. Mm-hmm. I'm a really big fan of country writing.
Oh, bro.
The writing in country always leads to one punchline.
Bro.
Where it's like that one phrase.
Let me down easy.
Dude, the one punchline tells you everything you need to know.
Oh, bro.
And the rest of the stuff is just filler. It's just it's leading up to something.
Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you really break it down, you're like, it's simple, but all the right words are right where they need to be, where it's like, it makes you think more in depth and makes you start drawing from your own life to relate to it.
And because check this out, here's another thing I use in my writing and in my stage performances. I'll fucking give this out, because if you can use it effectively, okay? There's only really 4 topics in this world, if you really think about it.
Okay, let's go.
I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Which is I have.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad, which is I want.
Yeah, okay, I want.
Ambition and love, which is peace. Yeah. Right? Now, there's a lot of subcategories of those 4 emotions.
Very true.
But those are the only things to write about.
Pretty much.
Now, the task for me is no matter where we start in this puzzle, whether it's I feel good, I feel bad, or ambition, I want to lead you to love.
That's okay. So wait, go say it again, so I can. Because my next song, I just finished 2 ambition songs and like and I have and shit.
Right.
But okay, so how do I lead that to love? Show me right now.
So, here's an example. Let's take a stage performance. Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's break it down even more, because a stage performance is a conversation.
Okay.
If you and I start to speak to each other, and I realize that you feel bad, okay, you're in a bad state of mind. Can I just hit you with ambition? Can I just say, bro, it's easy. Just go work out. You're going to be like, dude, I don't feel like working out. Fuck you.
Got you.
So, first I have to make you feel good. Then once you feel good, I can make you ambitious. Once I show you how to achieve your goal, you're going to feel love.
Bro, I'm about to steal it. I gotta steal it because you gave it to me.
Bro, and same thing. If somebody feels good, you know that they start off feeling good, then you can lead straight into ambition. Right now, ambition sometimes, because of the letdown of ambition, is going to lead you around to feeling bad. So then you got to kind of boost it back up to feeling good again before you can get back to love. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always start with my stage performances and my writing technique as the same thing. My goal is to make you feel love. Where are we starting? Then how do we move?
I'm gonna put that in my next thing I write. Whatever song I'm gonna try to sing, I'm gonna use that as a
lead it to love.
Because I definitely have, like how you said, because when people like They trip out. Like, I believe you. I mean, even if you're wrong, there's only going to be one or two more other things to write about. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, I've written which especially, again, looking at my catalog, I mean, even what's out, I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
It's hella shit out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it makes you think about the shit you don't put on. Like, you wrote up so many songs and shit, and like, that's why I can agree with you, or at least relate to you. And I'm like, bro, there's not really many different things if you put them into those type of categories.
It's very simple. If you break it down, because most rap songs are either in I Feel Good or Ambition. I have. You know, or I'm achieving. Like this is the things I'm gonna have. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess that's what's weird about me. I like the love, and I like the I want, or
right. Exactly.
Because I usually write the sad song or the love song.
Right.
It's me.
Yeah, and I actually said that wrong. So I feel bad is I don't have.
I don't have.
I have. I don't have. Ambition is I want. Ambition and then love is peace.
Okay, yeah.
Is accomplishment, achievement is love.
And the thing is, to incorporate that all in within one song, like you said, it's like, again, like you have to give them medicine with a little bit of sugar. Sure. And that's what made me realize, again, when I was talking back about, like, I was a hip-hop snob and everything, like, that's where I grew to love, like, these type of artists, because, like, to me, the thing is, you're not a genius because you figured out a complicated problem to me. You're a genius because you made that complicated problem easy to digest to other people who are not as genius as you.
Is the genius.
And that's what music is to me now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm thinking of this complicated thing about love or how to get money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you're able to relate it to me in a way and you don't even fucking know me.
Right.
You're a genius.
Thank
you get
you.
what I'm saying?
That's the way right there.
That's how I look at it.
And I have a prime example of that in a song that I'm releasing on this EP. I'm submitting my EP on Tuesday the 20th, this coming Tuesday. I saw that. And one of the songs I have is called Get Off the Internet. And it starts off by saying this: drink from the glass you've never helped to fill up. Nothing you ever done has been real enough. Betrayal, pain, then growth. Strength is time, yet slow. With a given chance, just one grain of sand can shape a stone.
Very true, yeah.
And then the hook comes around and it says, I don't need to see what you're holding to know that it's not my best interest you have. I just want to be free from worry and give to this existence all that I can. I led you to love. I insulted you first. You drink from a glass you've never helped to fill up. Nothing you've ever done has been real enough.
Yeah. See, I want to do that with rap. See, like me, I'll go almost a whole song making you feel bad. Just talking shit.
Right.
Where, like, I'm talking shit about you. Like, I would never lead you to love.
I immediately give you the solution and I give you power after I say that. Okay, nothing you've ever done has been real enough. But here's how life goes: betrayal, pain, then growth.
Yeah. But
now you're empowered. Strength is time. Yeah. Strength is time, yet slow. With a given chance, just a grain of sand can shape a stone.
But then also in that same thing, I mean, maybe you even showed that you were that person. It's almost like you were talking to yourself.
I'm always talking to myself first. Yes. Always talking to myself first, because that's the only point of reference I have. No matter how great my insight is onto how the world is revolving, I don't know shit. I say in that same song that I'm a farmer and a seed. I'm a farmer and a seed.
For sure.
Because it is my responsibility to help those around me grow. It's my job. But at the same time, I have to understand that I know nothing. I'm a seed.
True. Very true. Because that's how I met Price.
Yeah.
You know his real name?
Joseph or something?
Yeah, Joseph. Yeah. I call him Joseph now. It's been a while. It's been a minute every now and then. But yeah, like from the podcast, but it's just so funny. Like, mistakes happen with podcasts sometimes. Like whether it be with the audio or whether it be with the video and shit.
That's production in general, bro. My girlfriend works for CBS and she also works for Disney.
Oh, really?
And she was in the production department for a long time, and so you look at these entities that obviously seem like they have their shit together. They're throwing $3 million per episode.
And
shit goes wrong all of the time.
There's
always something fucked up.
Do you think that's, let me just ask it now since we're still on the podcast. It's like, do you think that's like, not negligence, incompetence? Or do you really think it's just such a big machine, like things just slip through?
Yeah, I think that you have to fight for anything that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever going to be so well oiled that nothing goes wrong.
Bro.
It has to go wrong. You got to fight for it a little bit.
Well, that's what trips me out. Like, okay, so like I get it, like music production, right? Sure. You know what I mean? But I look at music creating music, like, because I'm a welder now, metal fabricator is technically the right term, because I'm a jack of all trades a lot in the industry. Mm-hmm. But I look at it like almost as almost like a production line of how things work. So when I see things come in and out of our shop and what's the logistics of how that goes down and everything, I look at the same time when you're creating music. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing, but there's a lot of the same techniques and thoughts and process to get shit put out.
Again, everything's a process, and the key is communication. In the biggest companies you go into, they're going to start every day with a meeting, where they're going to get everybody's head focused on the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. And then something throughout the day is going to get fucked up, then they're going to have a meeting midday, and they're going to talk about what got fucked up, how they could fix that solution, how they could prevent that thing in the future.
To save money or time.
Sure, but it's always evolving. There's never a system that's so perfect that it doesn't need to evolve and change. It's always, and in music it's the same way. So it's like, if I'm making music for myself, it's a constant conversation that I have with myself to ask, am I on the right track with what I'm trying to achieve? And if not, how do I fix it? And then how do I prevent how I fell off in the future? If it's with a client, it's about really good communication and understanding each other and what we're trying to achieve. Mm-hmm. You know, and having the patience. Patience is the biggest thing, bro.
I'm super. You know, I've had to grow. Like, I'm very, like, honestly, bro. Like, I'm still dealing with that, obviously, but like that's like literally the last 3-4 years of me actually being able to like sit in myself and be patient. You know what I mean? Because any other time before that, it was me faking the funk. Now I actually can do it. It's just an actual. It's not like second nature to me. I actually have to sit there, think, and actually be patient with anything.
With everything you do.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Patience is the key to success.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the hardest part. When I'm working with an artist who has, you know, a bigger name than I have or whatever, right? And I feel like I'm presented with opportunity. It really is difficult to like send out a piece of work and be told like, well, man, I might put this on my next album.
Yeah.
And then weeks go by and you haven't heard back. Yeah. And all you want to do is fucking call that motherfucker a million times in a row. Be like, bro, is it going to be on the album? Is it like, what's going on? Did you record to it? How does it sound? I'm so curious. But if you do that, you're like, nobody's going to work with you. You're annoying. Like, you really have to be patient and say, if it works, it works.
And then also you have to be confident in yourself good. Like, I can make something better than that or use something else. You know
my next shit's my best shit.
Yeah, that's what I say. That's why whenever somebody says, like, or like when I see a younger artist who spend a lot of time on one song, I go, hey, bro, that's so good that you do that and you care, and I appreciate that, bro. I'm letting you know in the long run, that's going to be a more detriment to you. I mean, unless you're like, because Big Crit says he'll do the same. You know, Big Crit? Yeah, Big Crit's one of my favorite, like, producers of me. Like, just hearing his sound, how he created his own type of sound for fucking, and like, he'll spend hours on a song, but it's only specific songs. So so that he's just trying to create a certain thing, and it takes time to do it because he's using a big band. And and that makes sense to me. But even him, he's like, sometimes, bro, 30 minutes, an hour, like whatever. You know what I mean? Sure. It's just like, I definitely think you should put time and effort into it, but don't overanalyze it sometimes.
Don't overthink anything.
Like, especially, I had to learn that too, bro. Like, I'm gonna do the verse over and do it. Like, hey, bro, that's probably the best it's going to be, bro.
Just get it done.
Do it the next song. Yeah. And the thing is, usually you'll do better than that. You'll keep it in mind, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I always want to tell people who are younger artists like that, I'm like, hey, bro, I think that's the best. And you need to have that perspective. But I'm letting you know, just trust me, I'm not nobody. But I just know writing and how it goes down, the process and working.
I think it also depends on, like, how much time you have in your daily schedule to devote to music. So like this, like, let's say, like, for instance, me, I'm very blessed that all I do is make music all day. I have a recording studio that makes me money. I'm a boat captain, so if I need to make some extra paper, I could go drive a boat in Hawaii for a while. Like, I have a blessed life.
So, but you created that yourself too, as well.
So like,
as much as it's blessed, it's manifested and created.
So if I want to spend a total of 48 hours on a song, really only is a couple days that I'm spending on a song. And that's a lot of man hours, 48 hours. For a lot of other people, spending 48 hours on a song while they're working a full-time job, while they're doing whatever it is they got to do, and they're only dedicating 2 hours a day to music, that's detrimental. because now your process is now stretching weeks at a time. That doesn't have to, you see. So it's like the hours that you put in are completely acceptable, and the song will be better for it if you have the time to just do it. If you sit down and that's your focus, take all the time in the world. You know what I'm saying? But if you're only able to do 2 hours at a time, you need to fucking figure some shit out. You know, you need to get your process tightened up. It's the same with, because again, being an independent artist, you're a small business. So there is research and development into your product. Those are the early stages of learning. Right? But then at some point, if you'd like to make money, and if you don't want to make money, that's cool. I think everybody does. But if you'd like to make some money, you have to tighten up production.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Time is money, bro.
Time is money.
Time is money. Like, and I feel you on that. So tell me a little about your process. Where do you start? Because you already went down to like, you know, the things of what a song could,
leading to love.
Yeah. I see that you have Prophet on your arm, your hand right there too. Yeah. Go ahead, keep going.
You know, my process usually.
What's this Prophet's process?
It usually comes from subject matter first. So something will come into my head that I want to speak on, or an event will happen that I feel is heavy to my heart. You know, the passing of my father, or you know, I'm writing a record right now about how my mom is dealing with the passing of my father. So I'll have something that's like really heavy on my heart that I need to speak on. That's first and foremost. It has to be worth talking about. Because if it ain't worth talking about, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, even in this conversation. See what I mean? Like if it's worth talking about, I'll say it. If not, then who gives a fuck, right? So that's where it starts. And then it usually takes some time to really digest how I feel about that thing. You know, I'm very careful and calculated about how do I feel for real. And then once that moment happens, words will just come. Especially if my brain is in a real theta state, right? Like that moment right when you wake up. And your brain is super creative. Like I don't grab my phone and look at Instagram immediately. I grab my notepad and I start to write.
Before you keep going, are you a night person or like a morning person?
Definitely a night person.
Night person?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have a child now, so I'd never sleep.
Okay.
My baby girl is 6 weeks old.
Oh, damn. So you just had a baby.
Brand new. So it's like I only get fucking 2 hours of sleep at a time at the moment.
You only have one kid? One child?
Yeah, just one. First one. Cleopatra Nova. Yeah.
Cleopatra Nova.
Yes.
Damn, I'm so glad you gave your kid a cool name, bro.
Have to, brother.
And like, especially now, like I get it back in the day, but like now, like after 2020, I'm like, bro, if you're not giving your kid some type of crazy name, like what's the point, bro? Like I get it if you believe in the Bible and stuff, and like I'm like, my name's fucking Michael, bro. Like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and my dad spelled it different. Okay, I can't, but like he gave me a different spelling, so I'm like, at least do
something,
that. Give me something, bro. Like give your kids something crazy. Like what, bro? We live in 2020,
and your name has power.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, why do be another fucking John, bro? Why unless you're the 5th John or some shit, then I get it. But other than that, I'm like, bro, make something up, bro.
My middle name is Dionysus.
See, that's
the Greek god of wine and celebration.
Bro, you bring that energy. Like,
that's awesome.
You're a cool guy, bro.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I wasn't always a cool guy.
Yeah, I know.
But so then the words will just come. Now, in the meantime, I'm a practitioner of music. I'm always playing music, you know? So it's like I sit down on the piano even when I'm not inspired necessarily. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play with chords, you know, and I'm going to and I'm self-taught for the most part. So I have no real convention or no real guidance in terms of rules. So I sit down and I just try to be creative, and I just play around with something that I think sounds good, and when it sounds good, I record it. And then when the words come to me, it's like there either has been a piece of music I've created that it just goes, aha, like that goes with that. That is for that. Or the words now get put away, and then maybe I create a piece of music that I go, oh shit, that thing from the other day really works with this. Okay. You know, it's so
you're just kind of always working and then putting things together.
I just create.
Yeah,
and for instance, like, I mean, this process just happened to me yesterday. I woke up and I swear it was like someone else's voice in my head told me all these lyrics. I woke up and I just started writing. It was fluid. It was a stream of consciousness. I didn't have to rework the lyrics. I didn't have to think about it. They all just came out. I wrote a whole song the minute that I woke up. And it was so powerful to me that I had to put it to music immediately. right? Mm-hmm. So I walked straight to the piano and I figured out what it was saying. Mm-hmm. But that's rare. Again, and I feel like that's not me.
Okay.
You know, that's something else.
What I will say to that is, so like the same time, like when certain artists, they'll tell you like the song that popped in, like Frank Ocean or whatever. Yeah. Like, oh, I made that song in an hour. The thing is, people are like, how does that happen or whatever?
Yeah.
You don't understand the hours and days and everything to be able to be that good where you could just create, and then when you get in that flow state, when you're, like how you said, it's rare. It's not like every time that it's happening.
No.
But when you're doing it that much and you're having a good time or good thing or things are connecting, and that's when that happens.
I also write a lot of shitty songs.
Yeah. And you just put them away. I got some shitty songs.
I write songs every day.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. There's a difference between a writer and someone who has written. Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
A writer must write.
Yes.
Every day. I don't give a fuck if I'm in a good mood, bad mood, whatever. My body needs to write. I need to get out what I'm feeling, or else I deal with way too many issues.
But in a conscious way.
See,
I can't just say things. I have to write it down because I have to be able to say. Because I can talk all day and it won't be anything. Because in the moment you won't be able to create the right things of words to express how you feel. But if I could sit there. And say the right way, how I want to, I know it's going to be perceived and conveyed my message the right way. That's where that settling from that anxiety or whatever or whatever it is, like how you said, because I tell people, like, maybe not every day for me, maybe because again, like how you were saying about the job thing or whatever, I have to work every day. But at least once a week, I'm writing some bars, bro. Like I'm writing some good, like, you know.
Well, and I'm sure that throughout that week, you're putting down ideas. Of course. Your notepad looks crazy in your phone.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like,
always write something, at least 6 bars, 8 bars, something
I'll
that's
go
gonna
over,
make something out of something.
I have songs that are comprised of like, 50 random thoughts. That like when I go over my notes, I'm like, oh, that kind of goes with this thing. Rework it just a little bit. Boom, that's actually a bar. You know, and then
that's how I used to work, bro. I used to have my lyrics first, and then we go find the music. Now I kind of do opposite. I kind of want to go back and revert. I'm kind of curious to see if I start writing how I used to start writing, like words first, and then go find beats. I haven't done that for a long time. Very rarely I'll already be so inspired where I have a song in my head.
I do that a lot, but it's not always structured. You know, it's not like I wrote a song and then go find the music. It's I'll write down ideas, thoughts, whatever it is. Find music that hit that emotion for me, and then have to rework it into the song. And there's never. I don't have a consistent formula process. You know, the answer is always different. Again, sometimes it just springs to me. Sometimes it'll be something that I wrote years ago that I'll just remember in a cool moment. Like I'll be playing piano and I'll be really into or I'll be playing guitar and I'll be really into the chord progression that I'm kind of formulating, and then that memory will come and I'll have to turn on an old phone and dig through the notes and be like, I know there was something that I had written about this emotion. And then I find it and I go, fuck, this is the song. This is the song right here.
That's like, beautiful.
Yeah, bro, that's the one right there. So the formula is always different. And it also depends. I'm also a performer. So if I'm in a room with other musicians and the task is to write a song, I could write you a fucking song. Is it going to be like maybe the most inspired, perfect thing I've ever written? No, but I'm going to be the best writer in the room. Because I'm competitive as fuck too. So
I feel like that's the only reason. But the thing is, I guess this is me just talking from an outside perspective. Like I would, if I could play an instrument well, I would be like, yo, bro, I don't give a fuck. But because I can only really write, or I can kind of contort my voice into certain type of things, I hold so much weight in that as me being like a musical type artist. Where again, I always feel like I have to prove myself if I'm in a room full of musicians. My pen is this ill where I'm letting you know, hey fam, I'm an artist too. And even with singers and stuff, until they start listening to music or see me how I've worked in them, cause you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm perceived as a podcaster, you know, I'm perceived as an interviewer, which I am, and I take full fucking, I think that's part of my personality, that's why I did it, you know what I mean? You know how many people in the world told me, bro, I think you could actually really do this, more than music, you know what I'm saying? But I always, in those type of rooms, I always, let y'all know, bro, I can fucking make, it's nothing to fucking make a 16, bro.
And let me be clear that's how I feel verbally, because I'm also really quick to delegate roles and to throw shit other places musically. Yeah. Like, in any room that I'm in, I want to be the least talented and the poorest.
Yeah.
Right? Because that means I'm making the right moves.
Yeah, because if they're like me in that room,
right? Everybody else is more talented and has more money than I have. Yeah. I know I'm in the right spot, right? Yeah. And I love to be a part of a team. I love to say like, okay, you play the bass, you program those drums, you come up with a sick chord progression. I got some words. Who else can take these words that I have and help me shape them? Right? Yeah. Like, because there's also that part of it too, where like I know that again, my ability to really translate emotion, to create texture within music is top fucking notch. I know that, and I know that because I've consciously worked on it.
When you say texture, are you talking about like depth? Or what do you mean specifically? Let me just, because you said it multiple times, I wanted it to be clear to the viewer of like what you mean by texture exactly.
Let's say you have a piano. Mm-hmm. You're going to put a piano sound in your beat. The way that you saturate that piano, the way that you use your EQ, the way that you use your reverb, all of that stuff is what makes it unique to your ear and to you. Because in music, there's only 12 notes. Okay? Those 12 notes have been used in a lot of combinations. The likelihood that you're going to make a new chord progression or whatever is pretty slim. Like, you know, it's all been done before, you know. But
a stat just to bring up, Snoop Dogg said this. There's 30,000 songs put out a day.
Yeah.
Back when he started rapping, there was maybe 1,000 songs put out a month.
Sure.
So just think about it. Just think about all that through the time. So much time people.
You can be unique.
Yes.
By your taste in the texture of the sound, right? It's like a painter, like, you know, that drawing on the wall. Even if I were to trace that and then to color it in myself, it won't be that drawing because my taste for the color palette or the material that I use, did I use oil versus crayon or whatever that is, that, you know what so it's like that's texture. It's the part that makes it uniquely you.
And that's the thing, like again, like that's what people don't see with music. Cause I did like certain music classes in college and shit. Cause I knew around that time, my last couple of years, I want to learn. If I could take music law or something, but then when you go in, or music theory or whatever, and you go into some of that stuff and you realize, like I was just like, nigga, that's all the notes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, if I really did focus on just playing piano, I could probably play, you know what I mean? At least a couple songs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I tried guitar, I'm like, nigga, my fingers hurt. I'm a bitch. Well, but you get what I'm saying? Like, because that also goes into certain people and things or whatever. Yeah. But, like, I realized that too. I'm like, damn, bro, like, it made me think about that shit, like, over and over again. I'm like, bro, there's only so many notes on a piano. And you like all you're doing is distorting it or doing some type of like, you know what I mean? People are literally creating the same instrument, but like it's coming out different.
Yeah,
like,
the way that I bend my guitar string is different than how, you know what I mean, somebody else is gonna bend their guitar string.
And that's what makes the uniqueness and everything.
And that is texture.
Yeah. Okay. So that's okay.
You know what I mean? Is like the sound field.
And that's the soul, though. That's your soul. That's you being you.
And now, see, I'm an artist, so I try to break it down in a way that somebody who's not an artist can understand now, but for the artists, you know what I mean by, like, let's say, if I were to paint this wall a different color, I can feel that when I walk into the room. It gives the room an atmosphere that I can actually feel in my hands. Yeah. Like, it actually creates a texture around my body that I can physically touch. And with music, it's the same thing. I can hear sound sometimes, and it can be good sound. I can hear somebody playing an instrument and playing it well, and I can appreciate their talent, but it doesn't hit me viscerally. Yeah. Right? My goal is to contort whatever sound it is I'm working with until the point that I can feel it in the air for real. Until it actually becomes physical in my hands.
That's that steak. Yeah. That's that funk, bro.
You know what I mean?
So you dropped out of high school, right?
Yeah.
So how old were you?
Interesting. I gave up on school in the 5th grade.
Okay. When did you drop out there?
I dropped out of school when I was 16.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, what had happened was this. I had dropped out of school. I was done. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm never going back. And
then what'd you do?
And this is a hard story to tell, brother, because it's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
I came home one time, because I had moved out of my parents' house. Fuck you guys, don't need you, whatever.
Yeah.
I came home one time to visit, and my mom was sitting at the computer, working. And I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm trying to talk to her. She doesn't talk to me. She was upset with me at the time. So I go away for a little while, come back. Mom, you still working? I'm like, what the fuck you doing on the computer? She turned around and said, your schoolwork. I said, what do you mean? I dropped out of school. She said, I'm not going to let you fail. My mom completed high school for me on the computer.
What the fuck?
Every step of the way, brother. So I dropped out of school when I was 16 years old, and my mom spent the next year and a half of her life taking high school again to make sure that I could be successful.
Wow. That had to make you feel some type of way.
Bro, it was awful. And I remember being I was angry at her, actually, because...
Well, that made you, because it made you...
And I wanted
to be accountable.
I wanted to do it my way. I wanted to prove to her that it didn't matter. I wanted to show her that it didn't matter.
That's not part of her.
No, to her it mattered.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting story. But I did drop out when I was 16. I stopped going to school when I was 16 years old. And from there, I had moved in with a girlfriend of mine. The girl I was dating at the time. She lived over here in East Stockton off of Filbert and Fremont Street.
Oh, damn.
And so I moved in over there for a little while, and that was kind of tough. And then I spent some time up in Sacramento, just kind of being homeless and, couch surfing, trying to go between this and that. And actually, I spent a little time. I had a buddy named Victor, and he had this pad. He called it Victor's Thrashland. It was an abandoned hotel, like where they had started to build the hotel, and all they had was the foundation and the pool. And they had stopped building it for whatever reason. I don't know if they ran out of money or whatever it was. But on this huge property were these big, shipping containers, like on the back of trucks.
Yeah.
And he had taken a few of these shipping containers and, made him his own little pad.
Right?
So he had, a pool to skate. He had all this area to spray paint. And he had these little shipping containers that were, brutally hot in the summer. And, when it would get cold.
It was super
and you
cold.
had to hide from security and shit, every once in a while. So I kicked it with him for a little while over there. And then I moved to San Diego. That was my big move away from home was San Diego, and I fell in love with San Diego. My brother was already down there. That's where he went to college. I played some music down there in a coffee shop, just kind of doing my thing. And but my girlfriend got homesick. She got real homesick. She fucking hated being away from her family.
Wait, hold on. Damn, bro. Out of nowhere right now, I'm glad I wear these headphones. You just can't cut out.
It's all right.
Oh, you're good. That's crazy, bro. I never had that happen. I guess because this is the longest.
I was recording for a long time, that's all.
Yeah, probably. I never had that. I'm listening. I'm like, nigga, I don't hear the little echo.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear it. Yeah.
Good. So where do you want me to start from there? Move to San Diego?
Yeah, San Diego.
Moved to San Diego, play music down there. That's where I really cut my teeth on, knowing that I wanted to perform music. Again, I grew up doing theater and stuff, so I knew I liked being on stage. But San Diego was the first time where I was out using my guitar and playing songs that I had written and, that whole deal. And it was awesome. But my girlfriend got homesick. She said, I want to move back to Stockton. And I said, the closest I'll come to living in Stockton again in my life is Sacramento. We can go to Sacramento.
Yeah.
So we went up to Sacramento, and that was a whole crazy journey. I became a bouncer at a couple clubs there.
Just because you're 6'6".
I'm just big, and then I turned that into being a promoter. From being a promoter, I started throwing music events, and I actually gained a good amount of success in Sacramento. I was kind of building a name for myself in the local scene, and anyways, the day came where I realized it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be doing.
Around that age, how old were you around that age? Yeah.
When I moved to Sacramento, I was 19. And then, I started working in the clubs, obviously, when I was 21. You know what I'm saying? So then from 21 to 24, I had this expansion of time where I knew I wanted to be in music, and I started throwing these events. I started becoming successful, but I was bored because I didn't have the intelligence to start recording, right? I didn't know, I've never been technically smart. I'm still not with the computer and whatever, and it's a
I always tell people this about being an artist. I never wanted to know about computers. Never had a chance. But you kind of have to now. You literally have to.
Unless you're really good at, finding finance and you can just go to my studio. You know what I'm saying? If you want to pay me to make you some shit, I'll make it for you. But if you can do it at home, do it at home. But bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Invest in yourself. Get yourself an interface.
You need to know about computers.
Yeah. Get yourself a computer. You can get Pro Tools is a subscription based thing now. You don't even got to spend the $1,200 or whatever it used to be to get the full program. You could do $20 a month and have Pro Tools.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And same with plugins. You know what I mean? You can have all the plugins in the world with bundles of doing subscriptions.
I know that. But I didn't know that they did that with Pro Tools. It's just a monthly now. Yeah, that's cool.
And so then it upgrades too when
it's like Ableton. I use Ableton, and that's just pretty much
you bought that shit.
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah.
But Adobe, I have Adobe. That's what I edit on and everything.
Stuff
so that's a subscription.
So yeah, it's way easier to get started and all that now. But back then, I was ignorant to it, right? But I knew the sound that I wanted to achieve was bigger than what I was able to. I say this all the time too. For a very long time, my taste was more refined than my talent was, and I knew that.
Yeah, your ear.
Yeah, like what I knew I wanted to sound like is not what I was able to sound like.
Yeah.
So anyway, the opportunity presented itself to move to Hawaii. It was kind of on a whim. This was around the time I was 24, 23, 24 something. I had a really good friend come home from the club one night, and he was like, bro, I gotta get out of here. And we were just, doing a bunch of shit that we shouldn't have been doing, just real nighttime activity stuff, right, in the clubs. And he was like, I gotta get out of here. I'm moving to Hawaii. I said, when you going? He said, I'm going tomorrow. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, bitch, don't fuck with me. And he was like, no. I said, show me your ticket. He pulled out his phone. He bought a plane ticket for the next day. So I did the same thing. Pulled out my phone, bought a plane ticket for the next day. And sure enough, we didn't fucking tell the apartment complex shit. We left all of our stuff. I mean, all of our stuff, bro. I left with a fucking guitar and a skateboard. and I moved to Hawaii. And from there, what happened was...
Jesus Christ, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
Not even a suitcase of clothes?
No, I didn't have shit, bro. I had my backpack, so I had a couple things, but not a full suitcase. And then in Hawaii, man, that was a trip, bro. I had to my name probably like $1,000 or something, maybe $2,000. And he had maybe $10,000 to his name. And we showed up in Hawaii, didn't really have a plan. We were just like, I'm sure we'll find an apartment. And of course we did. We were in Waikiki. We walked up to just one of the spots that said for lease. And we said, hey, we got money. Like, what's up? So we got ourselves our little apartment. And I immediately started playing music on the street. I was busking in Hawaii. And that's what I did for the first year and a half. And, man... that was life-changing for me because...
Bro, I couldn't even imagine, bro. Yeah. I'm not even trying to blow up your spot, bro. Like...
Yeah.
Bro, what's good, bro? There had to be at least one girl who's just like, ooh, I'm about to fuck this dude.
Brother, like, that's the thing, is like, I had such good interaction with people that I finally believed that I could affect the world.
Yeah.
Like,
because you're in a place that's unfamiliar to you.
Yeah.
And to a place of people who are unfamiliar to you.
And thousands at a time.
Yeah.
Brother, I would close my eyes and start singing songs during sunset. And here's the thing in Hawaii, I'm gonna put y'all on game, but don't blow up my shit. In Hawaii, in Waikiki, you're only allowed to street perform on the on the mountain side of the street, right? You can't be beachside. On the beach side of the street, you cannot perform. And so that's the first thing I did, was I went over there. Do you need to turn that back on?
Bro, it's dead, bro. This is the longest podcast I've ever done in my life. But go ahead, but end it right here, and then we'll close it out. But
okay, so the last story.
Yeah. You're going to come back on again.
And I have a lot of stories.
Yeah, I know.
Street performing, there was this woman named Amy. Amy was developmentally delayed and homeless.
Yeah. Little
Hawaiian woman. And one night, the night that I met her, she came and she sat in front of me, maybe 3 feet away from me, and she sat, cross-legged on the ground, and she stared up at me with just like these eyes, like just in awe, right? And I played music, and every time somebody would put money in my guitar case, she would like look at me like it was magic.
Yeah,
like
it is kind of magic.
Like how are people are paying him money just because of the sound that is coming out of his voice, right?
Yeah.
So after I was done performing that night, she said thank you, and I stopped her. I said, what's your name? She told me it was Amy. I said, hey Amy. I was like, we did pretty good tonight. here. And I gave her $10.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and she goes, I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Stay right here. Don't leave. I said, okay. So I'm packing up my stuff. She runs across the street to the ABC store. She gets coffee. She comes back. She starts telling me about her whole life story. And it was awesome. Yeah, anyways, she was there every single night for like the next 6 months. And every single night, I would say, hey, Amy, we did pretty good. And I'd give her $10. And she'd go, I'm going to go get coffee. Don't go anywhere, please. Don't leave. And she'd run across the street. She'd get her coffee and her little donut or whatever. Anyways, one day had been particularly successful. Like, this was one of the days I made like $2,000.
Like some stupid shit.
Bro,
like,
there was times when I'd only play for 3 hours and I'd make $2,000-$3,000.
And you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Great day. So, but I tell her...
what's your worst? Can you guys hear your worst? It was like when you play like 6 hours and maybe...
Oh, my worst would be, you know, like I would play for like an hour and a half and I would only make like $40. And I probably could have made more if I stayed out there, but I would have something else to do maybe. So I'd just pack it in and be like, today's not a great day. You know what I mean?
Fuck it. Yeah. I just want people to know who think about doing that.
Sure.
You know
there's dog shit days.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, if you're smart about your location and you're really good, there's not a lot of dog shit days.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this day, you know, I had made a ton of money and I was hyped up. Amy was there, of course, and she was over off to the side, and I had said, like, hey, Amy, we did really good today. And she was like, what did we get? And I was like, you got $40, right? And I gave her 40, and she says, I'm going to get 2 cups of coffee. So she runs off, and she does
this chick, Amy loves coffee.
She loved coffee, bro. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm packing up my stuff, and I hear this voice from behind me. It was this Australian woman, and I won't butcher the accent, but she says, I see what you did there. She said, always pay it forward. I turned around and she handed me $250. You know? And like that moment was just, it was so solidifying that like I can affect the world. I can be a good person. I don't have to be a dick.
Yeah.
You don't have to fucking hoard everything that you get and hold on to it so tight and say to yourself like, no, I made this. This is for me. You know, I have to be selfish because I have rent to pay. And bro, if you walk in the light, brother, it'll come back to you.
It'll come back, yeah.
And that moment right there made me like really decide that I was going to be the way that I am.
Yeah, and that's where patience comes in too. Because it's not going to come right away.
No.
It's going to come when you most need it or less expected.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, goddamn, bro. This is the longest podcast I've probably ever done. And honestly, I don't think it was long enough because I had so much fun with you.
Awesome, bro.
You want to leave people with anything? What's your EP coming out?
I'm putting it out for release on the 20th, Tuesday the 20th here coming up. So it usually takes about a week to get out after that. And I have a song out right now on YouTube. It's called Culture. Hold on. Culture is spelled COLLTURE.
I'll put it right there.
Yeah, the song is called Hold On, and yeah, bro. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks,
and
man.
on that note, bow! Yeah, bro. We did, bro.
That was awesome.
That was awesome as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
I think that was the most fluid, and like, even though I've done, like I said, this is like probably the longest podcast I did. There's ones that have been long, and I'm like, damn, this is long as fuck.
Sure. Yeah, that felt like it just flew by.
Bro, that was 2 hours long, bro.
For real?
Bro.